Hey everyone, I hope that you're wrapping up week 4 and your integrative part 1 paper. I wanted to just take some time to go over week 5, the content and assignments. This week we will be focusing on clinical work through the lifespan. I may have mentioned previously that I work primarily with children and adolescents, so I am particularly interested to see what you think of the content this week. So providing therapy to children involves some creativity for sure. We can essentially use the theory we have already learned throughout the course with children, but adapt it in a way which is age appropriate or developmentally appropriate. For instance, you would take client-centered therapy and adapt it to child-centered play therapy. Instead of using reflection and empathy, positive regard to the client's story, you would instead apply this to play. The idea is that the play is their language and the toys are their words. You'll see this concept within the Gary Landreth readings if you choose to read either one of those chapters. And if you are interested in play therapy, any reading by Gary Landreth, any books by Gary Landreth are a good place to start. In addition, more skills-based theories can be used with children as well. For instance, you can take CBT and adapt it to work with children by creating games and activities to help them through things such as cognitive restructuring. You do have an article this week on trauma-focused CBT, which is an evidence-based treatment for treating trauma in children and adolescents. I know that some of you have already had some education regarding this and have some knowledge there. So again, you can choose that one if you're interested in specifically treating trauma in children. The child-centered play therapy approach by Gary Landreth is also an approach that can be used to treat trauma, but it's not skills-based. So you have two very different kind of realms there within the readings. So moving on to the adolescence phase, developmentally, this is a phase where they're really establishing their individuality. Because of this, there are times that you might encounter a higher level of therapy resistance. In addition, self-injurious behavior can be a particular issue during this phase. Of course, you may see these concerns with people across the lifespan, but it's just more common during adolescence. And then we have some readings on older adults. You'll have the opportunity to read on a few different issues related to treatment of older adults. I hope these are informative. Focus on the aging population is important, and it's important to educate yourself on this particular population, specifically because they're growing. I mean, there's a large population right now of people over the age of 65. You will also, to clarify, you'll only be required to read one article from each category. Of course, you're welcome to read more, but there's only a requirement to read one from each category. And then you will have quite a bit of videos for this week. These videos are all required, so the bulk of the learning resources this week will be focused on media. You'll see that there are 2 videos where, it's indicated the specific segments that are required. Moving on to the discussions for the week. Your first discussion will be regarding the case of the Clark family, which the link is listed here. You'll not be writing about the family as a whole, but you will be choosing one family member, which is talked about, and you will be focused on evaluating them. From there, you will be following the 5 prompts that are listed here for your initial post. You will be required to relate the client's situation to theory, so references will be necessary. Basically, you'll be assessing the client's situation, developing a plan for treatment, and giving some specific examples of how you might carry it out. You will also be required to post a response by reflecting on something your classmate wrote and adding any input of your own. For the second discussion this week, you'll be focusing on the case of Anita, which you are all familiar with by now. In this particular discussion, you will be focused on demonstrating how you will provide psychoeducation regarding her son's issues. Please post as if you were speaking to her directly, keeping in mind that this post is not just about the information that you're going to present, but also how you might present it to her as a mother. In addition, you will be required to post one response post to a classmate just to provide some feedback, which might be helpful, or compare the approach to the approach that you took. So that's all we have for week 5. I hope that you enjoy the readings and the discussion boards. And as usual, reach out with any questions, and I hope you have a good week.